Okay, welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, if you remember that I was at a certain place where my last recording was that I left you at, and I did do fast travel to a tomb, which was where Jacob and Sophia's place was, and where the tomb allow you to collect gold sparkly blocks, which I'll show you exactly what they are in a few minutes. But also, when I did do that, was that I went to the woman that was asking for your tombs to give you some special coins, which was more like pounds, to be honest, to allow you to spend whatever you want on whatever you want. And she only gave me 20 coins. How nice. And I fast travelled back to the guy that was when we first started to do a challenge to allow you to break over 7 signal towers. That's what they were. And after I did do that, well, after I said about those satellite things, I went to that shop, that place where we had to deal those, and I brought the REF tool from the shop, and where I did some upgrades on specific things, like with upgrading the bow to hit over more than just one enemy at a time, which has allowed me to hit over 3 people. And also the upgrade I did as well, which was to give me some shotgun shells to be a bit more powerful bullets to shoot from the gun, with a shotgun, which is Pump Action 1 was the name of the gun. And where I started to show you the other skill I'm trying to think of, which was more to allow you to explode more powerful bows at your criminals that's got more armor to rip off that you can do with it, because we used to have 2 and now you only can have 3 maximum of the ones that there is there. And after that, I fast travelled back to where we were going to continue previously. But the only reason why I was going to do the fast travel was to show you, if you wanted to go and do those bits, then you could. But if you didn't want to do those and just continue on, then it was just up to you. But that's where we are going to go this time. So this is another continue on. And once it finishes off loading everything up, then we can go. This is where we were to begin with. So now we're going to go back into the campsite first of all. Now the skill points that was over here, I had over 8 of them. And I spent 3 of them, which was, like I said, for the bows. I did that one, the triple shot, and the double shot, which was for the bow to be hitting criminals 2 times or 3 times with just 1 arrow to hit at their head, basically. And with I think I'm pretty sure it's that one. Pretty sure it was, because that one would have been to do with this one right here, and this one was for the shotgun to allow you to have more powerful bullets to shoot at whatever enemy you want. Okay, and also I did is that the only ones we did? I'm pretty sure it was. So now, remember these ones that was locked that I had to deal with and figure out what they were? We'll get to those sooner or later. But now with this one is the grenade launcher. Now that is in the shop. I tried to work it out last time, but I couldn't work it out. But now I managed to figure it out. Remember when I was thinking, how do I unlock that? And then when I went in the shop to check it out, on the tabletop where it said grenade launcher, which would be this one right here, for that to be unlocked. Okay, right, so now you're gonna have a fair load of criminals on your hands, so basically you want to possibly upgrade something by maybe giving yourself some more arrows to fire, more than just 20 to use, so you can put some more in there if you wanted to, but they're not going to cost you nuts. Okay, so you can always just use and cut for bits and pieces if you want. Okay, so if you wanted to use more rifle bullets, you can use this one if you want, or if you want a lot more than just that, you're going to have to unlock the other one. So if you wanted more rifle bullets, you can, but you're going to have to use 10 cloths and 2 of the wild creature ones. Okay, and once you've used that one to unlock it if you wanted to, and if you did, you'll have to unlock you're going to have to be able to, you'll be able to use this one, but it's going to cost you 19 cloths, 10 animals and 1 bear. Okay, you want to be extra careful with those. If you're quite low on them, then you should, but it's up to you. You can use whatever you want. Okay, so you can do absolutely anything you want. But also with the rifle bullets, you'll have a 90 to start off with, and if you put some more in by using this one, it'll allow you to carry more into your thingy, and it'll allow you to do that. And as you remember, I did use that skill point to allow you to have these. and they did cost me 5 shotgun shells of their own, and 2 of the explosive blocks that was for the cans for you to explode with. So they're going to cost you 2 of them, as well as 1 oil. Okay, but like I say, you can do it anytime you want, it's not a problem. And the gases, if you want any more, you can go for those. Okay, so you can do absolutely anything you want. Right, so now with the nuts I was on about, you want to take some off, because you'll collect a fair load, because there's a load of criminals everywhere. Okay, right, so now if you were to go for some damage, you might want to go for that, which I'm going to probably say I'm going to go for that for the shotgun, to be honest. But you got some criminals that you're going to have to hide from, and you can stop them. Okay, but I'm going to do one on a gun for now, and I'll show you why that is the case. Alright, so for now I'm going to put right, now with the sparkly blocks that you collected from the tomb, if you were to go there, you're going to lose a few, not many, because mostly the rifles will take more off you than the shotgun, the bow, and I am pretty sure it's just the rifle that allows you to waste on the sparkly ones you collect. What I've said about that too, that I did on the last recording, and it will just allow you to use them. And I'm just double checking if the sparkly ones was only just for the looks like it is to me. Yeah, it is. So sparky ones are mainly for the rifles, okay? But you probably want to use them wisely. Okay. Right, so I'm going to take some nuts off. So for now, or should I take some oil off? But also some springs are going to take off the rate of fire. So let's do damage, to be honest, because that's going to take 15 off me, and 3 gases at 3 oils, so I'll do that. So now I'll end up with 15 of the nuts, so that's fine. Right, okay, so now there was a special reason or specific ways you can do this with the criminals that's coming up. Alright, so for now, I am now going to continue without wasting any more nuts. Is probably what my best idea would have been. Just double check these are gone red. Now, before I continue, yes, when you see these go red, they mean because you're low on the specific things that it wants you to cost off you. Alright, and the ones that's white like this, it says you've got enough of what you've got. Okay, so keep in mind of the infinity. So the infinity is basically your bag of money that you got in your bag, if it was your purse or your wallet. Okay, so it's pretty much like that, so you want to make sure you keep an eye on that. Right, okay, so like I say with the nuts, you want to take a few down so you can collect some more, because there's a fair load of criminals. Okay, right, so there's specific ways of dealing with them. Okay, we're not going to deal with them just yet. Right, so you've got a hook here. Right, so you want to press A and X together, or X and square, whichever console you're on, and she should grab onto the string and zip her way down. Right, now you can hop straight up it and find a box for you to carry some more oil or whatever it wants to give you. Also, you find a book right here to boost your E up. Alright, so there's your E boosted up. Now, next is, so you'll have a pot of feathers there if you want them. Right, also now you'll find one of these boarded off. Now what you want to do is make sure you use your grenades of your bow. Alright, so you want to do is stand a couple of inches away from it by crossing the log or somewhere else. But also you want to get away from the log so you can get your bow ready. And the way to use your grenade with your bow, R1, hold it in, with L2 pushed in to get the accuracy ready, and then let go of R1. Okay, and that's that. So don't forget, whatever weapon you use, make sure you hold L2 first. Alright, right, now you'll find a locker right there, which is an orange one, which will allow you to do just the axe by pressing X or squared. And you'll find random stuff. Now I've got a rifle, because I've got, right, the way to get a new rifle or weapon, you need 4 of the same kind of thing. Okay, so you want to be aware that you've got to keep, but they're all random. Alright, so you won't know exactly what you're looking at or hoping to get. But if you follow my guidance, the way I've done them, you'll roughly get the same thing. Okay, right, now you've got a stick of wood from a bushy tree there, and like I was about to say, with the nuts that you might want to spend, because there's a fair load of these little chests here, and you'll be picking a fair load of them up. So you want to keep trying knocking them down without going too far down.
I made a mistake today.
Yeah, Jacob, you made a mistake. Oh well. Now with all those readings, you can skip those. There's also a box of nuts there, which is just going to be 1. That's okay. I'm happy with that. But also there is a box up there. Right, now with your string and your axe hook, you can use that to pull yourself up by pressing A and X together, or X and square. And last should be able to grab that ledge up there. So maybe you might have to stand a bit more further back for Lara to do it. But if she doesn't do it, then you can always go for a different path. Right, there's also one thing to dig up on the floor to give you a survival cache, which will give you just a single poxy bit of stick of wood. How nice. Right, so maybe try standing on this box. Let's get Lara to hook onto that thing. Nope, she won't do that just yet. Alright, so if she won't do that, you can grab onto this tree trunk and hop straight across it, and then try the X and square, or the A or X, and she'll grab that quite nicely. And there's your box of whatever it wants to give you, which is 2 sets of sticks and another sparkle thing for my cans to be upgraded, to be explosives. Okay. Right. Oh, could have fluffed that up. Right, now, if I go to my map, my main map will be all the pieces that you'll pick up. Okay. Right, now, speaking of maps, there is flat maps. Let me find one. Let's go over there. Right, over it, on the tomb that I did, which was a map I said, that allow you to find things easier. That's what they do. Okay, so you have to find some maps and some bags. So the maps that looks like that to allow you to find the bits and pieces easier, which is the ones like these ones sitting here. Okay, so the ones that's bright white, if you're playing it on your own console or whatever, they'll allow you to see. They'll really say, "I'm over here. I'm over here." Okay, and the bags looks like a head of someone's eyes staring at. Okay, so you want to look for those symbols, the little head thing, and a little rectangle thing that's almost like a letter from your post delivery. Like if you're collecting brown envelopes with some bad news, or just a letter from the post office to say we've got a delivery parcel that's got to be signed, and all that sort of kind of thing. So that's what they're for. Alright, so you want to make sure you look for those, the bags and your maps, to go on your big mage pack like that. Right, so you want to hook straight across there, and then now the way that went bright, and the way to do that is push R3 in, and that'll tell you that you can find things easier. As you can see, there's a bit of yellow on that bark there to tell you can grab all of that, and a bit of yellow string there to zip your way down. That's what's telling you, and I'll explain that to you in a little while as well. Right, there's a map there, which is what you're going to want. So now if I come back out, there'll be a similar map like that, and it will turn up just like this one right here. Okay, it will turn up that sort of colour. Have I got one that's a bit more further away from that? There should be. There should be. But yeah, so once you pick that up, map on the tabletop, it will look like that. Okay, so pick it up, and then that will show you some more pieces where they're hiding. So it says map update. Alright, so now as I said, if I move out the way, there'll be a map hiding just somewhere over there. So if I move forward even further, or step backwards or something, and there it is. It's just there. It will look like that. Okay. Right, so now a couple of other things that will flash instead of having them these sort of colours. Okay. So new things you pick up from those maps or bags, they'll flash. But once you come out of this page several times, just the once, they'll stay these sort of things. They'll stay put, but they won't disappear. They'll just stop flashing. Right, so now with the criminals, like I said, there's several other ways of doing it, and there's a fair load of them. Right, zip your way down. Right, there's a criminal, but it's not a look now. And that guy that was over there somewhere, where is he? But yeah, I actually sort of saw the guy that was over there somewhere. Oh, there you go. There he is. He's not a criminal. He's one of Jacob's team. Okay, so don't worry about that. The bit you want to worry about, like when you see Lara bending down, she knows there's criminals around to not be spotted. So you want to make sure they don't spot you. Right, the first one is easy to deal with. Okay, there's a fair load of them. There's probably about 20 or 30 of them. But there's several other ways you can deal with them. Okay. Alright, so basically, you've got this guy right here. So go a couple of inches very, very slowly so the water can't distract and say, hang on, someone's in the water. Okay, so move very carefully and wait for the Y or the triangle to pop up and get Lara to use the axe and strangling down the water. Right, now you'll collect some items on the way when you do that. Right, so press A or X to start off with. Right, there's going to be a fair load of these are going to talk, so I'm going to try and speak up a bit louder, okay? Right, so they're after the Atlas as well, okay? So Lara's trying to find the Atlas and they're after it, which was Anna and her own mate that's after it, and they're called Trinity people. Right, so first of all, you can choose between use an arrow if you want, but do not use a gun. Alright, so what you want to do is never use a gun. Alright, not a rifle, not a shotgun or a pistol. Alright, use a bow, or you can use some cans or something, which is probably the bestest idea to do. Alright, right, this guy here, right, he's the first one you need to deal with. Alright, so you can choose your bow or you can, but I'm going to use a bow first. Right, so make sure you sling it, right, before you fire it, wait for him to come to you, wait for him to come, he's going to bugger off. So you want to try and stay hidden as well as you can. Alright, so for now I'm going to have to wait for him to come to me. Right, once he comes, he's going, he's coming. Right, make sure you go for this bush here. And he should come towards your way. But if he's buggered off, go for the other one. No, he's still buggered off. Right, so like I say, wait for that one there to come to you first. And then aim for that. Okay? With your bow. Or just pick a can up. There you go. He's coming now. So you want to make sure he's just a couple of inches near you. Not too far, because otherwise he'll see you. And let all the other enemies to deal with you. So make sure he goes quite to the bushes. Alright. Now get him out of the way. Alright, next. You want to grab the piece off him by pressing your X or squared. Right, now, what you want to do next, you can choose to do wasting more arrows by flinging it on the floor like I did, or you can pick a can and bring it back to the bushes where you are, and then sling it on the floor about there, and then wait for one of them to come to you, and just keep doing that, just keep waiting. Alright, and use that as your advantage to get away with it. But like I say, there's more of them. Alright, so get rid of him. The second part will be a bit more harder. A lot more harder. Okay, right, pick up your can or whatever you threw and sling it over there. Get another one to come to you. Alright, just keep doing it. So there's that one. Here he comes. He's on his way. Wait for the triangle or Y to turn up. And do it again. So the reason why I've gone for cans, so I don't waste any arrows, which is probably the best idea for you to do. Alright, so you probably want to go over here next, and sling your can just there, because the cans will roll a little bit. Alright, so wait for them to come along, and there it is. And same again. Even though he doesn't know where he's going, does he? Looks like he wanted to go somewhere else. What was he playing at? And the more you keep doing that, you'll get pluses as well. Right, and that should be all of them for now. Okay, so do those. Right, now you won't be spotted for the time being. Alright, as she's ducking, she's just ducking because there's more through that hole there. Alright, so you can move forward, but there is one in here. Sorry. Right, so what you want to do is pick another can or something, or a glass bottle or something, and you might want to put it over there.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah. What do you think that was? Think. Think. What could it be? Oh, what's wrong with not walking around there?
Where'd this come
I don't know, maybe back from your head. Or around your neck. Possibly. But, no. It's a bow. So you can do that. Alright. Right, now. There should be... Is it around there, I wonder? There should be a survival cache around here. There should be. But probably the reason why it's not there is because you need to pick up another thing, which would be a map or a bag. Alright. Right, also, you'll find a radio thing, which is what you'll need to boost up
attached to everything I've...
more of something, but it hasn't given you nothing for that. But it should give you an E or an R. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely an E. Right, this is the bit that's going to get harder, okay? Because the next bit, you're going all the way over here. Alright. Right, so there is a specific way of doing this now. Right. So when you go through this bit, you'll get some more people to turn up. Right. Right, those two over there that's walking, wait for them to bugger off. Wait for them to clear off. Alright. Right, next. Once they've buggered off, this guy right here, there's some more over there. So don't worry about them for the time being. So what you want to do is walk a couple of inches fast. Right, grab a can or something and possibly stand behind here and sling the can over there.
What the hell?
What the hell? Oh. What was that? And then wait for that guy to come over here. So when he comes, I'll move a couple of inches around this side to stop him seeing you. Alright? So now I'll try and get around the neck. Seems like he wants to try and get through the door, didn't he? What a knob. What a knob. So as you can see, the +7 in there now, which is because I threw the can and tricked them to do something else. So you want to keep doing that to get more pluses that allow you to get more XP boosted up. Right, now what you want to do is now move this way.
Alright, once we
where the other two went. As you can see, these two here, that's where they went. Alright, now one's gone over there, one's over there, but there's also...
What exactly?
Yeah. Alright,
Why don't we just go down
so
and get it?
first of all, you want to get rid of one of them. Right, so probably want to put...
We think the data's regarding it?
Right, so you probably want to wait for...
Why don't we just take it by force?
Wait for this guy that's by my line. You want to wait for him to bugger off first, so you can deal with this guy right here. Alright, so wait for him to bugger off. Alright, and possibly sling your can over there. Huh? And what you can do is keep an eye on the other one. But also I might fluff this up. Oh crap.
Let's do a sweep.
Oh crap.
Check the bushes.
Maybe I should have slung it somewhere else, but oh well. But yeah, what you could have done is sling it over there. But I didn't. Oh shit. So if you're in that sort of position, you're better off getting your guns out. Because there's a fair load of them. But I could give you a demonstration how it's supposed to be done. Just you and me, is it? I'll tell you what, I might show off. Like that here. How about that? But yeah, I could have done it a bit better than that. Right, now what I did do wrong, right, what I meant to do was throw a can in here. That's what I meant to do. Because that guy that was standing over here, he would have fucking saw me, which he did. So, when I did rush in, that other guy was walking over here, remember? He was walking over there somewhere. And as he was coming back this way, he saw me. So he's alerted everybody else. But yeah, there was a better way of doing that. I think I was going a bit too cocky there, I reckon. Or in too much of a rush. Right, also there's a blocker there. You might want to whack your axe with. There's a bow part for another rifle, which was 2 of them, which was alright. Alright. And there's another one of these radio things for you to take.
I have sinned in God's name.
Like I say, they can give you XP for allow you to upgrade your skill points. There's one there. And also before I started to think about doing the recording, I thought I could do it properly and show you how to not fluff up. And what do? Fluff up. But oh well. It's done now. Right, where's my other people gone? There's one down there. So like I say, with all these things I'm picking up, you've probably seen a fair load of nuts come up. So you just got to make sure you're taken down. Alright. Now then. With the people that was over here, they were on about coins. Now, the coins you might want to grab hold of, they're here on this tabletop. Alright, so you want to grab them. Because trust me, if you want the other one that I didn't pick up on the table at the shop, which was 120 for the grenade launcher. And also there's another box there. Nuts if you want them. And also there's a challenge over here somewhere. I'll deal with that in a little while. But also, when you go up here, you will find I'm pretty sure it's something you can get hold of. Right, there's a book there you can pick up.
You're making great.
For an E to boost it up. And also what you can do is use a flame for this to be burnt up. And you can go straight in there to allow you to have another pot of something, whereas it's going to be generous to you. And another pot right there, which give me nothing because I'm full. Another one of these things, remember, they give you the sparkle things as well as the blank ones. Speaking of which, they were these ones. So that team I did earlier on my last recording would give you these little sparkly ones, and when you didn't do those, and when we did the previous ones on the couple of recordings I did, you would have ended up with these. So when you dig up those holes, they're random when you got both of those. But also you want to make sure you don't pick up too many of the other ones, because you'll have very loads of them that's not going to be gone forever. Alright, you'll be collecting fair load of them. Also there's an E there. Okay, so you can have those. Oh, why have you picked up a can for? Oh well. We'll use it. Why not? Okay. So there's those. And as you can see, there's a couple of these things that's disappeared. There's also a survival cache sitting there. So if you don't know where it is, you can always use the X or the 8 to select it. It will go blue, flashing in and out. As you can see, it's flashing in and out like that. That'll tell you I'm over here. I'm over here. So now the way to light that up is exactly with the yellow ones. Push your R3 and it'll guide you through it. Alright. Now the one I did earlier that I said about, you won't be able to get it. Alright. So the way to get that is to go back round where you came from, which would have been through this hole. And the way to get to that is either use your axe I'm not going to do that. But yeah, you'll have to go around and around paths of bits and pieces, okay? So we'll deal with that in a little while. So there's a pot there for you to take. And now, as you go round this path, you'll find one of these.
Security guards.
If you're an E or an R, you're not going to be flicking nothing. How rude. But like I say, you can go fast travelling back round this way. So you can always just fast travel back here and back round the other way. Okay. So it's up to you. But now as you can see, this thing right here, you can't reach it because you need to go somewhere. And we'll show you where that is in a little while as well. But for now, we'll do something else, which is some more guys around. And these are going to be a little bit easier than the last one. Alright. So,
What did he say?
wait for these to come to you.
Call, but he's going to put a recommendation in for us both.
Right, you can deal with one of these two first.
Initiation ceremony
Right,
of
what
some
you want to
sort.
do, stand
So
towards
that's
the
it?
edge.
That's all he can do? Look, Some of those guys were on
The one
contract
that's on the
for
left
years before
is
training
talking
gave
to the
them
right
rank.
one.
You have to be
The left one will
patient.
bugger off,
There's more
and
to
the
it
right
than
one will come to you.
Like what?
You'll be able to
There's
get rid of
some
him
sort of
easy.
oath, and
But
then
also
the
you want to
ceremony.
make sure,
You said
that you get him or get any of the criminals right in the bushes. Okay? If some other ones sees their mate's legs still sticking out, they know roughly where you are. Okay? So you want to keep that in mind.
find out soon enough.
Right, so hopefully this goes according to plan. Right, wait for the wild. No, he's fucked off. Okay, right. Right, so he's buggered off. So usually you can get hold of him. Alright. So now, same tactic. You can use a glass or a bottle or whatever without using any of the arrows. If you want.
What the hell?
What the hell? No. What was that? Have a good old think. But then again, this might trigger both of them. But that one's okay. So we're good. So one of them should come at a time. Not all of them at once. Alright. So there's one. So I hope I won't have to waste a load more bullets and stuff this time. Which was unbelievable to see. Alright, there's also another glass there to grab hold of if you want. Where's the other guy? He's in the middle somewhere. Huh? So you can always trick them. So make themselves get confused. But make sure you wait for the Y or the triangle.
Hold on.
Oh shit. Ah shit. Got distracted. Ow. Ow. Ah. I was going to do two things at once. That's what went wrong there. But yes.
What did he say?
Right, so let's try
It's
this
not
again.
his call, but he's gonna put a recommendation
So like I say,
in
with
for
this
his
one
vote.
that wandered off
Then
with
there'll
that,
be
with that
an
thing,
initiation
he should
ceremony
get
of
done
some sort.
first.
So that's it? That's all he can do? Look, some of those guys were on contract for years before
What a mess.
training gave them rank. You have to be patient.
That's
There's
how to
more to
fuck
it
up.
than performance.
Easy.
Like what? There's some sort of oath.
Everybody
and then the ceremony.
does it.
He said we'd find out soon enough.
But there's also a guy I know that's interested in the Tomb Raider games. Right, that's what's meant to happen to him. Right, so the other guy I was on about is Ash. He's a great Tomb Raider fan, and he's on YouTube as well. So you might want to check my YouTube channel and find out who I follow.
What was that?
Get it! Come over here, you! Even though I end up bloody getting my axe to swing around. There we go, that's what we're talking about. That's what went wrong there. See, that's why you got to make sure that the letter pops up on top of your criminal's head first before you use your Y. Alright. There's also a sparkle on the floor, which should appear. It's not going to appear to me. There's a sparkle over there. I'm going to leave that for a little while. Okay. There's a fair load of other criminals to deal with. Right, now, maybe we'll move forward a bit to get some more out. Did you hear something? Oh no. Yeah, your mate says be careful, right? And Lara's not going to be careful and kind, is she? It's going to be really horrible. Oh, oh no. You're down. Oh dear. I'm trying to think what the other guy's name is. There's a glass bottle there. But also you want to make sure people don't see you. Especially if you're picking up stuff and you can't see where the other people are. Because if they do, then you're going to trigger them all off. Right. Also, there's one guy over there. Huh? So you can sling it anywhere, roughly. But if you sling it a bit too far away from him, he won't notice nothing's happening. Alright? Oh, what was you going around that way for? Oh, no. What he meant to do is supposed to go around here. But also with cans, you can just keep picking them up. Not glasses, because they will smash. Like your normal home glass bottles. Shame these are not whiskey bottles. Or some cider. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Some other bit of alcohol in your life. And also you can sling speakers as well. You'll find some of them. Also you can hide behind boxes if you're careful. And also what you want to do is make sure they bend downwards. But I don't know if I've done the right thing of putting them there, because otherwise the other guys will find him. Right. So like I say, with R3, you can easily just find where things are. As I said before, with the survival cache that I set with the blue bit, I should really turn that off. But when you move into another area, it will disappear. Alright. So let's pick up this can. Right, there's a couple of people up over there. There's also one person up here you want to be careful of. You may want to get rid of him first. But as I haven't, I'm going to have to find a way of dealing with him. Okay. Right. So, there is over about 5 people over there. There's 3 in the area. One up the top of that roof I just showed you. One over there. I'll show you in a bit. Right. Let's try and get... Yeah. Right, there's one guy here. One guy there. And one up there. And a couple other ones, okay? Right, so, where did that can go? Oh, I'll get down. Don't want no stupidity from you today. Oh, there's a can there. Also with cans, you don't want them to roll too far. So you want to make sure it gets towards you. So now that guy up there should jump down. There he goes. And I'll wait for him to come to you. Alright, wait for the Y or the triangle to pop up. And I shall do that. Right, so he's dealt with. Right, I've got loads of rifle bullets, so that's no problem to me. Right, now the guy that was coming in and out of there, you want to try and trigger him off. So you could try...
I think I heard something.
Heard something?
I got it.
So now he should come down the stairs. There he goes. Also, what you want to do is try and go round him.
Something's up.
Something's up. Someone's down. Alright. So that's him. Which give me a spring. That was quite nice. Right, don't forget there was a guy up there somewhere. Right, as I said before, there are some more guys. There's about 2 or 3 in here. Okay, there's one there. One over there. Further in. So he is over there somewhere. Alright. Right, so basically you want to try and get this guy to move. I'm not too sure if he's moving. Sometimes he can move, sometimes he won't. Right. So, if he won't move, then you're better off doing it another way. Right. You'll find a radio up here.
Croft is up.
Alright, how's it look? Secure all the way down to the water.
Right.
We did a sweep of the buildings. Found a straggler hiding in the lodge. Otherwise, it looks clear.
Good. Okay, make sure everyone stays sharp. Are we worried about a counterattack? Maybe, but not from the natives. They won't risk it now that we have prisoners. But Croft. Yes, I don't want her alive. If possible.
That's not gonna happen. She cut a swath from the assault teams at the tower.
Yeah, I know. If she shows up here, I'm not gonna bat an eye if someone puts her down. You understand? It's not worth the
Right,
risk.
this guy right here, you probably want to sling a can just in there. Right, and also you want to stand behind this gas bottle and try and get the accuracy sitting on it. Right, we want to roughly stick it. You roughly want to tuck it right there.
I'll check it out.
Wait for him to move.
Roger that.
Right, he should bug off that over there. I'm going to take him down quickly. Right, now he might be in the wrong angle. Right, so he's giving me that. Right, so your next criminal, which is probably best worth going for, is the one that's standing up. So you want to try and swing the bottle right over there. If you can trigger him. Right, so if he doesn't trigger, pick another can and try again. Oh, you're not bloody moving. Oh, shit. Yeah, he don't want to move, does he? Right. Have a radio. Right. Also, you might want to stand behind here.
You might hear something. I'll take a look.
Right. What we want to do is wait for... Why are you both freaking moving?
One of you drop the radio.
So you probably might have to go back.
Copy that.
Hold up, I think someone's out there.
Oh, crap.
I'll go check it out.
Understood.
Hold on. Check.
Stay over. See what this one.
Shit. Weapons free.
So if you're in that position, you need to be quick.
Search the area.
That was just a stroke of luck, that. That was just a stroke of luck. Right, also don't forget there's a guy up the top of there as well. Now with these speakers, you can explode them. Oi! Watch out, mate. Didn't see that coming, did you? So you can explode radios as a detonator. Which, if you saw the first recording, which was where Lara meets trying to think of what his bloody name is now. Ah, that's it. That's his name. So with the speaker that just add his name again then. So on the first recording that you meet freaking hell, it keeps popping out my head. Constantine. So Constantine you meet on my first recording, he has a speaker, he turns it onto a detonator. So those things are detonators as well. Because when on the first recording where Constantine had it and where Lara was hiding in a box, crate, and when he said be careful, it can be extremely dangerous, and where when she steals it off Constantine's hips to set the detonator off, if you remember, and that's what you can do with them. And I'll show you how to deal with those in a little while. Right, so you've got a wall to hook up across over it, so you can pull yourself up from over it and shimmy across to towards your right and go on here, again over here, and which will you now find yourself to find another book right there
I underestimate.
for your E to go up even higher. Right, there's also a camp there if you want it. Right, also now you'll find a cat creature. He's not in the trees, he's over there. So you want to get rid of him, use a bow or whatever. Oh, did you? And if you hold your bow in for a few seconds, the accuracy of the arrow will go straight towards the animal's heart, which is what I was trying to do. Ow. Also run out of arrows. And if you run out of arrows, use R2 to give yourself some more. Where have you gone now, you little shit? Right behind there. You're not dead yet. Alright. Get off. There, have that. Oh, that's quite deadly, wasn't it? That was a bit excessive, Lara. And that's more of a deadly stunt. Right, now, once that's dealt with, you'll find a survival cache right down here to dig up. Which is going to be 2 bears, 2 animals. And that survival cache I'm going to probably pick up in a little while. Right. Now, you will find your bear or deer or whatever, if you can collect it from the deer's dead body that cat was trying to eat. Alright. Also now, you will find another box right here, which will allow you to have a nice thing to boost up your XP.
Thin fluted flint
Now,
arrowhead.
finally got one of
snapped in
these.
two.
Right, so now,
The base is familiar.
when you see these things that's got something on the corner, as you can see, it's a magnifying glass. And now when that pops up, it will allow you to turn it around with your R3 key to keep turning it. But what you want to do is when you find the place where it's got to be magnifying spotted, you have to leave your piece where it is for Lara to read it. So the bit for this one, you want to make sure it sits just on top of here.
The base is similar to arrowheads found in America.
Okay, so that's what they are. Alright, so when you see a magnifying glass symbol like that, you have to do that. Alright. Right, also you'll find some sticks of wood, just here. And also now, as you picked up some more stuff, like your nuts and stuff, you might want to use some more in your camp. Want to find out where it is. But still, if you're lost, use your main map to find things. Okay. And so now, as you've done a fair bit, you should get a skill point for that to boost up to the top. Okay. Alright, now let's see. Right, so now if you're not too sure how many nuts you got, you can either go to your weapons and find out how many you got, or you could go to your other part, which was to use something else. I'll show you what it is in a minute. Right, so now as I'm up to 48 nuts, like I say, you'll get a fair load in this part. Okay, so that's why you need to keep it a bit down so you can carry a bit more, so you can keep adding it in. Right, so now what I'm going to do is put some damage into my assault rifle. And now, as I said, that the damage is always the head symbol, which is on this side. Okay, same on the other weapons apart from your bow. Okay, so if you see that the green bit means I'll give you a little bit more. Okay, and the rest of them, that is your recoil, your reload, your ammo and your rate of fire. As you can see, they're just the same colour, which is the one that you're not out on at the minute. Okay, so if you move on to the next one, which is the one on the right that I'm going to move on to, that'll go green. So that'll say I'll give you a bit more than what you have got, so you can use whichever kind of thing you want. Okay, the damage is more like the force, if you used to give yourself a bit of a tap on your chest, and if you put more of the damage in, same thing, if you punch your chest a bit more harder, it'll be like that sort of damage that can be done for that. Okay, and the recoil, which is this one right here. Now these are to say that I'll give you a bit more steady set of things for you to use your weapons a bit more steadier. So if you're just trying to shoot at something and the gun's shaking about a bit, so then that's where you need your recoil to put. As you can see, there's a bit of tape around the assault rifle, so if I move away from it, there's nothing on it. So that's what that bit is to make it a bit more steadier. Alright, same again, it might put more tape on the handle where the little trigger is. Alright, and the next one, which is this one right here, which is your reload. So if you're waiting for your gun to reload, so if you've got about 10 shots left in your gun, and your criminals need about 8 shots per bullet. And if you're still struggling to try and get your bullets back up to the certain amount you have, then you might want to put some reload. Okay, so if I use my fingers to click, so if I did like that, that's how fast the gun will reload. And if you put some more reload, it will be like, if I can do it right, it'll be like that. It'll be doing like that sort of pace of speeding up. Okay, and then this one right here, no, hang on, sorry, trying to find the right one. There we are. Now that is your ammo. Now the ammo, which I'll show you what that is. Now that is to do with this cog at the top right corner with 90 in it. And the ammo that white circle bit is, as you can see, one side is darker than the white bit. So the white bit is your ammo. As you can see, the number that says 90, that's the bullets, how many you can waste in total. But from the top, on the right hand side of where your numbers are, you're probably wasting about 45 bullets instead of 90. So if I switch it to the pistol, you see it's changed into little bits of wasted bullets you can use. Okay, so if you want to put some more ammo into it, into your gun, which is your pistol or whichever, so when you put your ammo in, your bullets will either go like that kind of waste of bullets to use. So it's the same thing. If you put the ammo into it, that half of that white bit will push itself even further towards the left side. Like as you can see, if you was on a clock, for example, at the top where it's got white, which will be your 12, at the bottom of that will be your 6, and if you put some more ammo, it'll go towards the 9, and so that dark bit will go a bit more whiter. Alright, so that's what your ammo's gonna do if you was to use it. Now as you can see, that when I picked up the ammo at the locker that gave me a rifle, and it gave me this thing. Now this gun is an SMG gun. So now the SMG gun is more of a fast race pace gun. So I'll get to that in a few seconds. So now the rate of fire, which is this keyboard symbol. Now the rate of fire, alright, is more of the speed of the bullets that's coming out. Alright, so if I give you a demonstration with my hands, alright, if you didn't push the green bit of this top one, so as you can see the rate of fire that's got white on it and it hasn't got no green in it, which will be this one down here. So if I use my hands for this one that's been added to, say, with the white bit that's got that amount of white in there, so if I use my hands for the gun to pretend it was, the speed will be like this. Like that. So if you went for the rate of fire to put the green in, the gun will go a bit more, it'll be like that. For the SMG gun, if I can get the force ready, so the SMG gun will be completely ballistic, so you want to use that very wisely with your SMG gun, but it's up to you. You can use whatever you want. Right, so now as I've got a load of nuts. I'm going to probably have to use some. So now with the sparkly blocks there, it's going to cost 4 for that, and 15 nuts. So that was another reason why on the last recording I went to that tomb to get the gold blocks to allow you to put those into it. Alright, so make sure that you just keep on top of that. Okay, right, now with a shotgun, yeah, I'll put some damage into it because that was going to take 16 nuts off me. Alright, just 16. So don't worry about if you're wasting a load of those and how many it's going to take. It will take 16. Alright. So, and now I'll only end up with 17 nuts left. Yeah, you can use them on anything you want. Alright. So now, next of all, I am going to probably switch my SMG gun, but before I select it, right, as you can see, that the assault rifle with the tick on there, the little tick in the box in the corner of it, that'll say that's the one you're using. So the one that hasn't got a tick, which means you're not using it. So now as you can see, when Lara decides to move that assault rifle out of the way, you can see the damage has got red, saying it's losing a bit more off, as well as the ammo. So every time when you look at the green on whatever specific thing that's more interesting for you, always make sure the green's more, say, yeah, that's fair enough, that's right sort of amount that I want onto it. Okay, so now if I select it, if you can remember that the circle of the cog on the top right corner with the guns and some weapons, but if you select different ones, the XP will boost itself up. Okay, right, so now if I come out and get the assault rifle, it's an SMG, will have the same cog at the top, with all the way from 12 to 9, 12 to 6. Okay, so that'll be that. Right, now like I said, with the set of that survival cache that I showed you, that was blue that I didn't pick up, you can just easily just fast travel back there. Alright, which is what I'm going to do, because I'm going to, hopefully I can collect a nut or some more sticks or something. But a couple of deaths like that, taking time to try and kill some people, wasn't very good, was it? No Joseo. So, same again. If you don't know where it is, but if you're in a different area in a new map, the blue thing will disappear. Okay. So always keep that in mind. Oh. How embarrassing. Too much of the rush, I reckon. What do you think? Wasn't very good, was it? Right, let's try that again. So make sure that you press your A and X, or your X or square. Good. So you can grab anything really with that. So now as you've done that, there won't be any criminals around you. Okay? So you'll be alright. Right. So that blue one, like I said when I had all these criminals around, it should have been so like I say, if you don't know where it is, use your selection thing for the blue bit to turn up and follow the blue bit around. Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? It's over there. That's the trouble with this thing, right? There's loads of... You'll find a load of these kind of things around the place. And they're all boarded off. But there is a way of getting hold of it. But then again, I might be barking at the wrong tree. I'm probably barking at the wrong tree. It's probably to do with... Yeah, that's what it is. It's to do with being around here. So you want to be over here. So you can get round to there. That's what's doing it. That's what's doing it. That makes sense. So, next time, what I'll do is do another fast travel over there, and I'll show you where it is. Okay? Right. So, let's continue moving on. So, continue going back round this way. If you haven't done what I've just done, which is a bit more unhelpful, isn't it? Right. Also, as you can see, that one there, you'll be getting that in a few seconds. But also you want some coins. And the coins will be free to pick up without no criminals finding you, which will give you 15 or even more than that instead of that. But also, if you want to get faster to somewhere, make sure you press B or circle. Same again. Over there. And down there. Use your axe to grab onto that stony bit there.
Sophia, I'm almost to the cathedral. Can you tell me anything that might help locate the Atlas?
Only stories told by our elders. We don't go inside anymore. I've heard there were archives below, accessible by tunnels in the main hall, but that's all I can tell you.
Then that's where I'll go.
Be careful. Trinity is already inside, and there are more of them arriving.
Okay, so that is where we are going to leave it for today. So, next time, there'll be a bit more of certain things that will be picked up, as well as more carnage probably that'll be in your way. Sooner or later. Trust me. It will get harder. Right. So, I shall see you on the next one. Take care.